Alright, so we're in Iowa weather, of course. We have nice rain today. We're taking a little journey here to what tiny venturing first was thought of being. We're at Sleepy Hollow in Des Moines, Iowa, and we're here to enjoy the day. It'll be the last day of the TinyFest Midwest. So come along with us and enjoy this episode of Tiny Venturing. Okay, so we'll see on how well I can do this with holding an umbrella and the camera. So again, we are at the Sleepy Hollow in Des Moines, Iowa. It's also where they have the Ren Fair, so you'll probably see buildings. We'll just try to do behind me here. Of course, that's the jousting area, is where they looks like they have the tiny houses and the tiny living. Like I said, this is one of the things I was going to do with Tiny Venturing since I have a tiny house of my own. Have not gotten that endeavor and project finished. But since they had this here, I figured we'd just stop in and see what other people do when they have their own tiny living and tiny houses to travel around in. So one of the cool designs that I wanted to fashion my tiny house off was a Vardo or a Gypsy House. Let's see if I can get some. There we go. Let's take a look inside. So Vardos really don't have much room. Like I said, they're normally commonly known as a Gypsy House, Gypsy wagon. Looks like this one just got the small bed above. It's even got luxury of AC down below. We have a spot to sit up there and some shelving here. There's just something fascinating with the how the curved roof and everything, and just the smallness that makes it comfy. And you know, when you're traveling, you just need some place to sleep. You know, that's all. You're out there enjoying the world. So look at some of the shot here of the outside. All right. So this one looks like it's a single axle. So I would say probably 2,000 pounds, maybe, or less. Looks like there's another Vardo there right beside it. Again, just a nice, cool little way to travel around and enjoy ventures in the world. You can even convert old ambulances into your tiny house, a tiny venturing mobile. This one's even for sale. Looks like this one's for sale as well. So this one is a double axle, so it'll be able to hold more weight. Looks like they've got to where you can convert the top part here to a bunk bed. I got the regular sleeping quarters down below. Ran by 400 watts of solar and a 200 amp hour battery. Power the fridge. We got a stove with the faucet and sink. Some of the cool things when people convert campers or pull behind trailers is some of them even offer the luxuries of a shower as well as a composting toilet. So basically they have their own little living quarters and they can travel anywhere. They even got AC anywhere their vehicle takes them. Quite cool. Let's go see some others. Okay, so we're just sprinkling lightly right now. What I thought was cool with this one, they have a pull behind trailer for their bus there. This is a tiny house building studio and garage. Let's see what they got inside. Oh, that's quite cool. Places looks like they visited. Little fridge. Looks like they've got nice all their tools and everything to convert vehicles or trailers into their own mobile tiny home. And there's actually the bus that pulls it. Okay, so that bus, it looks like it's called the Dark Horse. They completed this conversion in 10 weeks. So one of the cool things right now with all the issues, we just don't touch nothing, but we can at least hop up and see how they've converted this little school bus into their home. Like maybe their kitchen table there. Oh, we even got a little traveling companion. Nice shower. That's actually what I was thinking of doing the shower in my tiny house, is a steel siding. A lot of the ones do convert their showers. They actually have the composting toilet as well in that area. Utilize that space. Have a nice kitchen counter. Got a cutting block there over top of the sink to utilize. Mirrors to make the room look bigger. Their stove. Oh, they have actually two traveling companions. It's like they're both tuckered out. Oh, this is quite cool. So they actually have a Murphy bed here. So for people that don't know what a Murphy bed is, it's basically they'll unlatch, they'll pull this down, and their bed's inside there. Utilize that space. They don't have to worry about moving cushions or anything off the couch. They've got everything already in there. And then we got on this side, got some storage. Of course, their cockpit there for traveling. And with me being 6'2", my top of my head is just close to hitting. So if you're 6'2" or shorter, one of these little small buses would be good things to convert into your own tiny house. All right, let's go check some weather out. So this one's actually a van that has converted into their own tiny home. This one comes from Massachusetts, actually. A little bit of a travel. With their regular sit out here for their table, probably converts down to a bed. They have their office space. On the back side here we have the kitchen area. Fridge down below. And then we have also the stove. And then we got the cockpit there. Background noise of a nice train. So we'll let the train finish. Alright, so we have the two that own the conversion here, and they're from Kansas City, Missouri. Yep. Or Kansas? Kansas. So we'll let them talk and tell us what's all about with their nice tiny home here.
All right, so we are about 6 months into our build. We feel like we're about halfway there. We started by doing the essentials. So we need somewhere to eat, sleep, and water. Okay. So here we have our sink, which will be a full solid piece of wood all the way across here. And then these will pull out. And I was really big on having a big, deep sink.
Okay, I'm going to flip everybody around here and make it a little bit easier too. All right, so we're back to the sink. That is nice and big.
Yes, so I wanted to be able to kind of, if I needed to leave in a hurry, tuck everything away, cover it up nicely.
That was really cool.
This idea here was that I wanted to be able to use this outside.
Oh, so shower-wise too then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We will have a hose down there eventually. I want to see how far this got me before I installed that.
Oh, nice.
Eventually we'll have all of our pump and everything under there. Our water tank fits perfectly in this space here.
Oh, nice.
And then our fridge right on top of that, which is a winter, and it runs on the 12-volt power, so it pulls very little power.
So fridge and freezer, I would say,
Fridge
since you
and
got
freezer.
two different
Yep.
temperatures. Been seeing a few of those, and I was like, that's actually really cool how they've got them made nowadays.
So this here will be stovetop. We're eventually gonna get the jet. I think it's called a jet stream. I'll end up storing just my pots and pans and stuff in here because I noticed when we did this drawer that the slides actually take up a lot of space.
Gotcha.
So I didn't want to build any more drawer slides after doing this one. Also moving parts that break easily. So we'll stick to cabinets from here on out. This here is we call it our control panel with all of our light switches, utility switches. So
solar up top then, I take?
Yep. So
how much solar do you have?
We have 3 100-watt solar panels from Renogy.
Okay.
And then those plug into a charge controller from Renogy, and it's a little cluttered under here, but I can show you the electrical.
Oh, nice.
Over here.
Oh, wow.
So we mounted
2,000 watt
everything
inverter.
on there.
Very nice.
And then installed it.
So 200 milliamp hour battery?
100 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery, also from Renogy. We will be investing in the second one once we get moved in. So.
Powers the fridge and everything nice and good then, and then with the traveling?
Great. The fridge took 30 minutes to get below 0 in the freezer when I first
nice.
plugged it in. So that,
and then probably once it gets to the temp, it doesn't run super hard because it's already nice and cold.
It pulls very little power. So.
Now, do you do this full time, or is this something you do on the weekends?
We will be using it full time for a little bit while we figure out where we want to buy a house. So,
nice.
And then it'll be our leisure vehicle.
Oh, so basically use this to travel for a little bit, save up that money, get your home, and then you can use this for adventure afterwards.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
So any other adventures you've been to other than coming up from
Kansas City? Not much. We've taken it out to, we like to go camping, obviously. So we took it out to Eureka Springs. We found a cool place on Hip Camp that was really, really beautiful and nice. Peaceful Pine Mountain. I highly recommend checking it out.
Oh.
So other than that, we haven't taken the van anywhere yet. So.
Well, thank you for letting me film a little bit. Looks like we got other people wanting to see.
Absolutely.
So thank you and enjoy your ventures.
Yeah.
And we'll look for you as well then if you want to just give me a holler on the YouTube channel.
Absolutely.
And I can start following you.
All right.
So
nice
thanks.
to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
You.
You have a good day.
You too.
So yes, this is a lifestyle that some people really enjoy. Other people are starting out. Some people have done it for many years. Figure we'll go ahead and we'll check out a school here. We'll see if it's okay to film inside, and we'll show you what a full-size bus looks like. Just thought I'd ask to make sure. So, so of course you got the usual cockpit. It's like we probably have the owner here.
One of them.
One of them.
My wife's outside there.
So one of the cool things with the full-size old school buses, of course my head just grazes the top, you have a lot more additional room. A lot of people will put their living area up front, and in the back will be the sleeping area. Oh, we got cupboards here. Got the nice roof vent for ventilation. We have our sink. Oh, that's a really nice older sink. Adds a nice character to the place. As well as our stove. Even got a microwave. We got the privies, or the composting toilet, across from a nice shower. Love the wood there. That looks like they might have a family here. It looks like we got 4 bunk beds. And then we have the master bedroom in the back. Even equipped with some AC. Now all the woodwork that's on the roof just adds that nice warm feel. Inside doesn't even think that you even are living in a school bus or an old school bus. So that's really cool. Alright, so this full-size bus has actually been raised up for more headroom. It is called Olivia. Right now it's a work in construction, but we have their story here. We even have a nice Facebook page here and Instagram. So we will have to definitely go ahead and follow them. All the different stats of what they got going on and what they'll make. So of course, we got the main cockpit area. And we're gonna spin around here, give you a nice view of what a school bus would be like before you get all the luxuries in and everything finally completed. It's one of the nice things. You can start, if you have that area to throw down your sleeping bag, you know, to bring in your cooler, you can still adventure and travel even without it being completely done. And that's one of the things that I would say, if any of you, I'm gonna spin this around. So yeah, you know, it's really cool to see on how you start, how you can design it. If this is something you'd want to do in your own life, you know, rent a rental van, throw a sleeping bag in it. I mean, right now they could throw a mattress, they could bring in their cooler, and they could still travel. You know, it's just one of those things that is a lifestyle. Some people enjoy it, others not so much, and that's okay. But yeah, I mean, this is really cool to see the starting, how they got the furring strips to like the one that we've seen fully installed. It is a work in progress, but it is a lifestyle, something you can enjoy. So thank you, Olivia, for letting us look at you, and we'll follow them as well. You guys can follow them. Let's go check out some of the other places here. Okay, so I decided to stop back. Of course, again, the other one for sale. So this is an ambulance. Looks like $15,000. The cool thing is with ambulance, they are already equipped for that weight, as well as they're already wired up and everything for use. I mean, you've got your outside lights. You got. We'll step inside here. Of course, in a regular one that would not be finished, you'd probably have all your control panel here. You know, them hookups that they would have for all the machines and things for an actual ambulance. So this one they converted. They've already got their sink. They still got some of the panels. Nice thing is you've got your door that goes into your cockpit and that. So once you pull over for the night, you can just go ahead and come back and on this side, head to bed. Or you get done in the morning and you're ready to leave, you just can reverse the procedure and go to the cockpit. So looks like this one has a lot of nice hardwood floor. They've done. Looks like they might have even burned it to add that effect. So those sides, they've got all the wood accent in that, which makes it warm inside. Looks like they're still working on the roof. We've got a lot of storage here that, like this, they got the camp stove, and then on the outside you can actually access it that way. Maybe they've got it to where they might eventually make it slide out. So one of the cool things with converting, if that's a school bus for a schoolie, I don't know if they call an ambulance an ambuli, but yeah, for an ambulance, if you're able to pick it up and you don't mind that, what it used to be, I mean, you've got a lot of the shelves and compartments already. And we've got a nice bench here, as well as a bench down here to sit on. So again, just that creativity. I mean, look, they got their spice rack right there, 10 screw. Looks like they got their little composting toilet down there. Yeah, just that creativity that one person might have to convert a ambulance into a place to live and travel. Okay, so if you don't want to live into it full time, you can do like a person down here. Nice little trailer they've converted into their own living space. And what's cool about this one, of course, we can follow them on YouTube. Right there. It was also built by a 13-year-old. So I'm going to flip it around and we're going to let him talk a little bit about his own creation here. Okay, so this right here is Luke.
Hello.
And this is
our teardrop camper my twin and I built. We were 13 when we started. We're almost 17 now, but as a slide-out kitchen, the bed slides over and you're able to sleep 2 or 3 uncomfortably. We have a 110 and 12 volt system in there, and bring it camping and do small road trips with this. Pretty fun.
Do you have solar at all then, or is it just...
No solar yet. That's our
Not yet.
Hopefully in the future.
Okay. You might take us in and show us some of the things that you made. I see that you, like you said, had a slide out here for your outside kitchen.
Yeah, so here's our kitchen. It slides in and out. We have our stove and all that kind of stuff. Cook food there in the morning. Here's all our outlets, cabinets, lots of storage areas to hook stuff onto. But the inside's pretty simple.
So how long did it take to build the whole thing? You said it was 4 years ago that you started?
Yep. It took us around 2 years to build. Cost around $2,500.
That's it. So for everything cost for the trailer and everything, $2,500, or was it $2,500 on top of like buying the trailer?
$2,500 in total.
Total.
Yep.
Wow. Here's some of the pictures of the building. Do you have a lot of the pictures and everything on your YouTube of creating it?
Yeah, there's a whole playlist of the build from beginning to end.
So 2,000 pound trailer then?
We welded the trailer from the scratch.
Oh,
so,
wow. So you've done everything completely.
Yep.
All right. So it wasn't just going and buying a trailer from some local place that does trailers and then converting and making your build up on it. You started everything on how you wanted.
Which you can do. There's no problem with that. Mike over here bought a utility trailer. But
Oh, which would be the one that's right over there. Oh. How many adventures have you gone on with it so far?
we rode on many campouts. This has been about at 3 of the 4 TinyFest Midwest events they've held so far, but
Nice.
it's seen some miles.
Yeah, say with the age now, then you probably don't have to worry about having anybody else to pull. You probably just hook it up and drive it yourself where you want. That's really cool. Thank you for taking a few moments out of your day, and thank you for coming to
Yeah, no problem.
TinyFest. So I appreciate it. And again, anybody who wants to follow Luke here, go ahead and check out the YouTube channel. I know what I'll be doing tonight when I get home.
Thank
All right,
you.
thanks. All right, so we just got done talking to Luke. He was actually at my very first TinyFest Midwest that I was the first one I went to. He was 13, 14 at that time, and he was actually a speaker. We were talking about trailers. So this one was actually a trailer that was already made, and this person has converted it into their traveling tiny home. So let's take a look inside. So right off the top, we got their kitchen area. Of course, a lot of people do the cutting blocks for on top of the sink there. Looks like we got some nice enjoyment and entertainment. We got the kitchen going into the living room. Looks like we got looks like the Falcons are beating the Bears right now, 16-10 here on Sunday. We've got our sleeping area, so we got the bed. You can look down below. Looks like we got our composting toilet, as well as we've got a portable propane heater. Propane heaters would be more of a wet heat. We got a bench. Looks like I would say this would be their electric fridge with the cover and everything to keep that insulated so it doesn't run as hard. On top, we've got all of different storage compartments. Got a nice net there. This is my happy place. Again, we have another refit as well with the rest of the different compartments to store, and then we even have a microwave. So a lot of the nice different ways to store things. If that's, mason jars, old jars, you can use that for their different items. as well as back here, you know, so they don't have to worry about all that stuff shifting around. Even got the remotes, probably with some Velcro. And some ventilation. They even got a nice fan right there. So, looks like this one is actually called Wanderlust. Not all those who wander are lost. A nice, cool build in that. For me, I have to be squatted down just a little. So I'd probably say the ceiling on this is 6 foot tall. Looks like they probably even have a closed storage right there. So again, one of them cool things for people to do, to enjoy, to go about and do their own traveling and their own adventures at. So really cool to see all the designs and the creativity that these people put into their builds. Alright, so I try to get a little bit of different designs here at TinyFest Midwest. Again, this is at Sleepy Hollow here in Des Moines. We started off seeing like Bardos. We went to seeing paperless converted smaller school buses, what are also called schoolies, as well as vans, which Lauren was the one that we did a little talk there. Luke was the one that had the camper. Otherwise, if you're looking for ones that are bigger, you actually got ones that are 3 axles. And if you have land, people even create them out of storage units, the pods. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Tiny Venturing. Yeah, my name's Charles. A little bit of a rainy day here, but that does not stop us from coming out and enjoying the creativity that other people have made into the lifestyles that they've chose on creating their own tiny houses. So until next time, if you're new here, be sure to watch some back videos. Otherwise, go ahead and hit that subscribe. Let's get them subscribers up. Give us a like. Leave a comment if you got any questions. A lot of people that I did go and talk to, if you're watching, go ahead and comment down so I can follow you on your Instagrams. Otherwise, this is Tiny Venturing, and you all have a wonderful day. Be you, be yourself, be inspired by all this creation, and just get out there and enjoy yourselves. Next time, bye.